get in the room with people who know way more than you, and who have either been successful at the thing that you are doing right now, and like pay them, because the sooner that you can get in the room with them, the sooner that you can learn from their pitfalls and their shortcomings and apply it to your own life. And at the time that I was coming up, I didn't have that. There was no like facility doing like what we're doing right now with our license program, like basically giving you plug and play systems and walking you through that process. That didn't exist. So I had to go out and pay. I mean, I've spent multiple six figures on mentors at this point. But I had to go out and pay all sorts of different coaches in all sorts of different sectors to try to just get one thing that could get me closer to making the impact that I want to make with my company. And I'm so glad that I did that. Every time, the first time you swipe your card on an investment like that, it's scary. Any kind of coach, it's scary. But then it's like you have to take your own advice. You're a coach. People are literally paying you to do the same thing, and you're not willing to go, foot the bill and pay somebody to learn how to run your organization better. Like, that doesn't make sense. Every coaches need coaches. And so I did that on a consistent basis. I do it still today. I have 2 mentors right now that I paid a lot of money to help teach me, all their pitfalls and what they learned so I could speed my process up.
That's awesome. That's just so true as far as, that's what people do to you. You know what I mean? It's, don't think about it that way, but that's 100% true.
Yeah, and then you're mad because the kid won't make the investment in you, but it's like, dude, you don't even make investments in yourself.
Yeah, that's so true. Now, I know a lot of people know you now, obviously, for hitting, I would say primarily, right? But, you already talked a little bit about it, but, I don't know if you started, but strength and conditioning was one of your main things early on, right? I mean, what are some of the things now that you've seen that, like, kids are lacking in the weight room?
Structure and organization, usually because they're stuck in like speed and agility programs. They're stuck in these little 2-week camps. And honestly, I think it comes from parents not knowing what they don't know, not being educated on the subject. So what they'll do is they'll see that like their son's slow, or they'll see that he doesn't throw hard, and they'll be like, all right, I'm going to go fix this thing.